Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson dancing to his left. And it's hauled in by Ed Dixon. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On third down, it's Carson, and able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on third down. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On 2nd and 2, Roethlisberger. Man open left side. It's his running back with it. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Check 43. Alert 3. Switch.
They'll look to run with Conner. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Pick me up. Here we go.
On first down, Wilson. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. The tight end, Ed Dixon, was the target, and now it's second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Here's Wilson, throwing again. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Going for the deep ball. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Third quarter starts with a run from Connor, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Watch 38. Watch 38. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Coming to you. Coming to you. Watch Swiss. Watch Swiss. Take 2 of them.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hey, switch.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. Over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Here's Jordan Berry now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick.
Bucks take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Being chased out left. And avoids the contact by sliding. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him.
And this is going to be intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 20.
Hey. 4 down.
They start with a give to Connor. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
I got it. Hey, check Mike 50.
8.
Mike 50. Bound to lose 1.
Mike 50.
On 2nd and 7, Roethlisberger, and he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Alert, alert. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Smooth. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Snickers. Snickers. Check hot route. Hot, hot. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. No foul. Guys, it's game situation.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got Moncrief. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards that time.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On the carry, it's Samuels. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. That time, a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction,
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. Going deep to the end zone for Juju. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal.
Watch it. Check, check. Fresno.
They'll run here with Connor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Taking it in from a yard out. And this Steelers offense is running away with this one. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 22. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And Dixon over the middle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll toss it out to Carson. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From the 38, Wilson over the middle. That's caught by Metcalf. Taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
1st down, Seahawks.
Nothing in that 1st half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. He's got the tight end, Vanette. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. On third down, Carson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
First down, Seattle.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. They run it with Carson. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they get the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
Now on second and 13. Wilson to the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. And the Seahawks on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's going to be caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
As the field starts to get condensed, the defense likes that a lot because now you don't have as much space to cover, but a well-run corner route there.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Cameron Hayward picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. And this
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Jason Myers on for the field goal.
And Myers able to knock it through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They start the drive with Conner, and he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. From the 27, Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Brings up 3rd down.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
Middle.
They'll try and run forward with Conner. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run with Conner. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Mike, hey, orbit. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Who that? Who that? Why they touch?
On third down, Roethlisberger. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk team. That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at about the 32. Wilson steps away to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. Now Wilson on first down. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point up and through by Myers, and that will shave one more off this lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
All right, now, black 20. 50. 50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. Rip right. Rip right.
The drive will start with Connor. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
He was taken down by Cassius Marsh.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Watch the shift.
On second down now, it's Connor. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards on the play, first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And when you break it down, you know, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You know, you just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for Pittsburgh, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.